Life sucks for everyone. You're not fucking special.
Would you rather give up this, and this to lose 100 pounds? When you're in the gym and you get in shape, you feel better, you look better, you think better, you're able to tackle so much other aspects of your life. If you just put time in the gym and you're working out and you look really, really good, you already stand out times 10.
Every day when you're overweight, you don't feel great. But every day you go to the gym, like when you're done with the gym, you're like, God, I feel awesome.
Welcome to the Peachcast. We're on episode...
I have no idea.
We have no idea, but it's on the screen.
It'll be in the title. Don't worry. Yeah, obviously, you read it, so you know what it is.
We always end up, we're here. We're just like, we're tired.
Yeah, we are. We say that every single time.
Yeah. It is what it is.
I don't know about you. I woke up so tired. Like you said, you went to sleep at like 2.
Yeah.
I think I went to sleep at midnight and woke up at 3:30. So I'm
cooked, dude.
Cooked, yeah.
Do you know what we need? And I honestly think it'll save us a lot of money.
A Keurig.
Yes.
We spend a lot of money in coffee.
How much do you think we spend a year?
Right now we're spending about $1,000 a month.
A month?
Yeah.
So we're paying 12 grand a year?
Yeah. Between energy drinks and coffee. Yeah.
Oh.
I could look at QuickBooks.
Yeah, we might need to cut down on that.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Because I want to say, how much are energy drinks?
Sometimes we even get a protein bar.
Yeah.
So it's like $3, $6, $7.
$7.
I'll say 8, just $8 a day.
Let's say 7.
8 plus coffee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 7.
Yeah, we'll say 7. So it's $7 a day, and then we get coffee, which is about $10.
7
plus $10, and we do this
every day
that we go to the gym, which is 4 times a fucking week minimum. Sometimes we do on Fridays when we do our full days. Sometimes we do. We'll just call it 4.5.
Okay.
Yeah, 4.5 days. So we spend. No, it's not that bad actually.
$4 grand.
Yeah.
That's worth it.
$4 grand a year. I'm chilling with that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no, 12. I was like,
Yeah, I'm like 12 grand. That's a little excessive. $4 grand though.
That's
for
easy.
Coffee.
My brother's wife, she has one of those things where she's Starbucks literally gifted her something in the mail for being the top 1% of all Starbucks spenders.
That's
or
horrible.
Whatever. Yeah, no, she's
that's horrible. I've met some Starbucks spenders that just blow me away.
Yeah. I have no money. What?
When you don't have money, add it up. Every little thing matters.
Oh, that brings up a good point because I do a grocery haul and it's get your chicken, your ground turkey and things. Everybody in the comments is like, oh man, that's expensive. I'm like, dude, I know there's so many things that you're prioritizing over health because it's your Starbucks and just spending Xbox Live game point. I don't know what you guys do. It's just there's so many things that add up and it's just what do you want to prioritize? You know what I mean? Because there's so many things.
No, I completely agree. One thing I want to say is prioritizing specific things over health.
Man, I don't know why I'm so tired today. Oh God, I couldn't stop watching Netflix until 1 in the morning.
Well, there you go. It's
said it to yourself.
Yeah, to properly lose weight and stuff like that, you need your sleep.
Yeah.
Protein synthesis only happens when you're sleeping. So it's if you're trying to put on mass, you're trying to lose weight, all of these things. If you're not getting your 8 hours of sleep at night, kind of wasting it.
Yeah.
But like you said, people are just wasting everything that they don't need.
They're prioritizing everything wrong. When I was a lot bigger, things I prioritize, I'll tell you right now. And I made the same excuse, eating healthy is just way too expensive and too time consuming.
Too costly. I gotta go shopping.
The 2 things that I was kind of held me back, and it was an excuse for me, was time consuming and money. So what did I have to do throughout my day? I literally played video games for 7-8 hours a day. That's literally enough to go and do whatever you want throughout the day.
It's a job.
It's literally that was my 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So it's
wake up. Where are the pizza rolls, Mom?
Yeah, it's your fault, Mom. Just literally cutting back on video games, and I was able to get so much more done.
Yeah.
And just prioritizing different things. The other factors was video games, getting 12 hours of sleep. You don't need 12 hours of sleep every single day. You don't need it. I mean, every once in a while, fine. If you had a consistent 4 hours of sleep, it's okay to get that 12 hour. But 12 hours every single day is probably not good for you. Just waking up early. Stop playing video games for the majority of the time. It's okay to put in a little bit. That just itself, though, just really helped. So the money aspect was, Starbucks every day. This was before we were doing anything.
You're talking about like caramel ribbon frappuccinos. You're not talking coffee. You're talking about 1,000+ calories per drink.
Like the thing is, in my head, I'm like, I'm just drinking coffee.
No, that's not coffee. This is coffee.
That's coffee.
This is coffee.
100 calories.
Yeah, this is cold brew with some oat milk and some brown sugar.
Yeah. When I was overweight, I was just like, it's just coffee. But it's like those, what do you call it?
The frappuccinos?
Caramel drizzle, like all this stuff. And I'm like, that's like 1,300 calories.
Easily.
And it's just like, I didn't even think about that as like calories.
It's a meal. That is a small woman's daily caloric limit.
Yeah.
Like,
so it's interesting. And so, you just take away that, and then you take away just other things that just like money adds up. And it's just like, you really have to prioritize. Have a book, a little journal, and just like write down the things that are extremely important to you. And I guarantee video games is not going to be on that list. I guarantee Starbucks isn't going to be on that list. It's like these financial problems you have, these health problems that you have. Just write everything down that's extremely, extremely important. Your relationships that you have, health, and then things that you could do to better yourself through that. So
one thing I wanted to bring up that you're talking about, and it's from my boy Alex Hormozy.
Oh God,
I love Alex Hormozy.
It's so funny. Every podcast we do, my boy Alex Hormozy comes up.
He speaks truth. Out of everyone that I listen to, you got Gary Vee, you got Kevin O'Leary, you got Grant Cardone, Ty Lopez, name a few others.
Aaron Pine. That's basically everybody I listen to there.
There's a lot more that I definitely listen to. You got like Robert Kiyosaki. You got I could just keep going. Out of everyone, Alex Hormozy speaks facts.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of going through the process of getting to like our overall really, really big goal.
Yeah.
And listening to everyone, like no one resonates with me like Alex does.
I guess you could call him a motivational speaker. It's like he speaks more like of what he's done.
Yeah.
But in a way that is our motivation. It's because it's like the guy's gone through the process, so it's like we're going through the same thing. So that is our like.
To me, he resonates. Like he really nails what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
At times, he really just right on the head.
Oh, Alex. I love you.
No, but compared to everyone else,
yeah.
it's like he definitely gets the point across and the emotion aspect across, because there's a lot of emotion that goes with stuff. Feeling like you're always failing, or like you have no idea if it'll work and stuff like that. And he talks about that when other people don't. And it's like he talks about the negative side of things.
Yeah.
Which I think, everyone, all they ever want to talk about is, I do this is how much I have, this is what I like do in my daily life and all this other stuff. And it's like, he'll talk about the shit he had to go through. And so it's really nice to hear that when you feel like life sucks, that it feels like that for everyone, no matter how successful you are sometimes.
I feel like everyone goes through a David Goggins phase though.
Oh, God, you remember what
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, oh man, oh yeah. So when I was getting really in shape, all I would listen to was David Goggins.
And the funny thing is, he was listening to that before all the hype.
Yeah.
Before like they came out with like gym edits. Mm-hmm. It was literally him on the treadmill or like him doing a bicycle, and he just had his headphones on, and all you listened to was like him talking. Yeah. So there was no beat, there was no like hard edits that you see nowadays. It was just straight up David Goggins talking and just like screaming in the camera.
You go on YouTube and it's like you can find compilations. Is that the right word for?
Yeah. Well, you're just saying like short clips.
No.
A bunch of short clips.
Yeah. But like an hour and a half long.
Yeah.
You can find those on YouTube. Yeah. And I'd play one of those and I'd sit there on the treadmill and I'd just fucking run.
You just like, I hate myself.
Yeah. No, seriously. Yeah. I would run for like miles. Yeah. Just sit there and be like, I'm gonna see how far I can run.
Yeah.
And I'd sit there and just zone out and just listen to David Goggins and just listen to his words. Or like the bike, and like I went through a good like 3 months of listening every single day to nothing but David Goggins.
Yeah. So we all go through a David Goggins.
Yeah, everyone
for sure.
He's great. He really is. He's definitely like a pinnacle of discipline.
Yeah.
When I think of discipline, I think of David Goggins.
Is like people look up to him as motivation, I feel like, than discipline, which I think he's trying to get the word across, but it's super hard because people like love motivation because it's so nice. It's like dopamine. It's like it's like shooting up.
Oh my God, yes, I want to do this. Yeah. I'm excited.
It's like 11 o'clock at night. I can't wait. Change starts today.
3:30 in the morning. You're like, what the fuck? fucking
Let's push snooze.
I know.
So yeah, it's hard. Life sucks. You just gotta suck it up, buttercup, and just get with the program.
You really do. And that's a beautiful thing about it is life sucks for everyone. You're not fucking special.
Yeah.
Wrapping back to Alex Hormozi was one thing he said when you were talking about goals and priorities and like kind of what you're willing to give up. Alex said something about along the lines of write down your overall goal, like whatever your goal is. Write that down, and then instead of writing all the things you need to do it or like everything like that, write down all the things you're willing to sacrifice to achieve that goal. Are you willing to sacrifice video games to achieve that goal? Yeah. Are you willing to sacrifice going out with friends every single night to achieve that goal?
Yeah.
Are you willing to sacrifice this? Pick off those things. I mean, it takes sacrifice. And so why not be upfront with yourself about what sacrifice it's going to take and ask yourself for whatever your goal might be, are you willing to sacrifice a few of these things to achieve that? Because you're talking about time management and like your just allocation of
where time's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. Right there. Write it all down. Write 5 things down. Cross 3 of them off. Get rid of them. Yeah. You will have so much more time. You don't have to get rid of everything.
Yeah.
You don't to get to where you want to be. But you need to get rid of a few things and change who you are.
Yeah.
And that is, I think, a fantastic way to start.
Yeah.
You can start with the things that you're like, you know what? Yeah, I could do these. I could not do these because no one's like super excited to do stuff at first because you're like, you get into weight loss and you're like, man, like
you're so far gone.
You're so far away. It's like you have no idea what the end goal feels like. And so until you start working towards the end goal, and then you reevaluate your goals.
Yeah.
And you look at those sacrifices and you're like, oh man, why did I keep this one on here? Get rid of that. My goal is way more important than this. And then you'll scratch another one off.
Yeah.
And then you'll get deeper into it and you'll scratch another one off.
Yeah.
And then along the path of like really creating an accomplishment, like an accomplished life and reaching your goals, you'll become more disciplined and dedicated to them and you're willing to sacrifice more.
Yeah, no, dude, freaking on the spot. You're willing to sacrifice a lot if you really like look at it on paper because if it's all boggled up in your mind, it's kind of like, I don't know, but like write it down. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, sacrificing these things is definitely like worth like whatever it is. You could even simplify it more. Like, would you rather give up this, and this to lose 100 pounds?
Yeah.
Yes.
Take your pick.
Take your pick. Yeah. Like, yes or no. Like, would you take your Starbucks, your video games, and this, or would you rather like, and some people, no hate towards them. Yeah. Some people just rather have this. It's like, sure, but I know over 99% of them are gonna be like, yeah, I'd rather like be shredded. I'd rather look good. It's like, take your pick.
It's a yin and yang. And, there's people out there, like you said, that will pick the other. Nothing wrong with that. If you want to live your life like that, that's fine.
No, yeah.
But you're not someone that I'm going to, like, have in my life.
No,
you're not someone that's going to be on the same level.
If everyone is on the same playing field,
then there's no playing field.
Exactly. Yeah. Or the playing field is literally even. Yeah. It's just like,
Well, and that's it. You can't have a doctor without a janitor, and vice versa. You can't have a janitor without a doctor.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important to remember that, especially when kind of looking at things like that. I feel like losing friends along the way, you kind of look at that too, and you're like, you know what? You're not willing to change. That's okay. You be you. I'm cool with you being you, but I'm not cool being me.
Yeah.
I don't like who I am. I want to be better.
Yeah.
So I'm going to work to be better.
There's only so much you can do as a friend. We worked out great. But
that's fucking pure luck.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, or just like yin and yang, I guess. I don't know. But like, even you, like, there's only so much you could do as a friend to be like, get up, get up. Yeah. Vice versa. Get up. Let's go to the gym. Let's go to the gym. Get up. If the other person is just not committed, there's nothing you could do. So it's like, you have to leave him behind. Yeah. So that's just how it is. But like, we were always like,
yin and yang, back and forth.
Boom. Like, we were good. So it was just like, we stayed on the same path. So it's just like, we were able to grow together. Mm-hmm. And not a lot of people are willing to do that. Not a lot of people have the same commitment. Like, gym every single morning, 4 a.m., like going to the gym. A little tough, but if you could find someone to do that with, you're going all the way with them. Like, all the way. You're going to start that, you're going to lose all your weight, and then you're going to want to start a business together or something. Like, I guarantee it. Like, it's just how it is, because it's like, you grow such a disciplined mindset, and you're just like, bam, like, let's do this. Hey, like, Jerry, let's go and like start a lawnmower business. We'll be the best around. We'll be the best lawnmower business around. What are they doing over there, the lawnmower business? Like, what are they doing? Why are they so good? okay, that's what they're doing? Oh, okay, we'll do that plus this. We'll put them out of business. When you're in the gym and you get in shape, you feel better, you look better, you think better. You're able to tackle so much other aspects of your life.
You know, one thing I want to say, and I've had this conversation with a few people that I've met through the gym, is you see someone really jacked. That takes a lot of dedication. No matter how big or small you are, if you're shredded and muscular, that's dedication. It takes a lot of dedication to get to a specific point. Like the amount of work and effort that you put in to get to where you're at, to be your size, insane. Now, the problem I have with the majority of gym goers and that I've met, you're willing to go to the gym for hours a day, work out, be jacked, but that's the only aspect that you're going to improve your life upon. If you took that amount of discipline and effort and sacrifice,
we're talking about the same person,
and put that, I don't know if we are, because there's been a few people in the gym that I know who you're talking about. It took me a second, but no, and if you're willing to take that much effort and sacrifice and dedication, take a fucking sliver of it.
It's not
just an hour a day. Take an hour a day. Put that into how do I become financially free?
Yeah.
How do I grow wealth?
Yeah.
You know, how do I learn a skill?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, if you want to grow wealth, okay, first you need to find a skill. Like, what am I naturally good at? What am I interested in?
Yeah.
Just start messing around, trying everything. 1 times 0 will always be 0, but 1 times 365 will be 365 times greater than fucking 0.
You were bringing up a point before, and I wanted to catch up on that. You were talking about looking good and feeling good, and it just got me thinking. When I was morbidly overweight, the way I felt good was going and buying I was big into clothing brands and stuff. The thing is, and I figured this out, when I'm in shape, I don't feel like I need to go and buy Louis Vuitton or Supreme or Gucci, because it's you buy those luxury items because it's rare. How many people do you see walking around that's absolutely jacked? Not a lot of people. So it's I feel like I don't need to go out and buy those things anymore. I don't want to sit here and stroke myself.
No,
but I'm being serious. If you just put time in the gym and you're working out and you look really, really good, you already stand out times 10. You can't put a price on health. The thing is, you can't go and spend 10 grand and have a crazy good body. You have to go to the gym, and that takes discipline, and not too many people are willing to do that. So it's I dropped all these luxury things that I used to love. And then it's I used to go crazy, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, all these things. But it's I don't need that because I already stand out. Humans naturally want to stand out. They naturally want to be different from everyone else. Maybe I'm just weird, but I dropped everything. I don't need that. This is Columbia. These sweats are from Walmart. It's just and another thing, sorry, I know you want to talk, is you see me walking in freaking Goodwill clothing, and then you see somebody with Gucci and Louis Vuitton belt on, whatever. And there's somebody else watching us. Who are they really realistically gonna look at? That's just how I feel about that.
Let me explain that in more of a psychological, philosophical way. I think that when you're overweight or just in general unsatisfied with your life, I think you need external factors to feel like you have meaning and feel like you have peace. Buying that Gucci belt, buying the Supreme or whatever it was, gave you the satisfaction that you were looking for because you didn't have it while being overweight. But now you're in shape, you feel great. Every single day you go to the gym and you feel fucking great. Yeah. And that's the thing is every day when you're overweight, you don't feel great. But every day you go to the gym, when you're done with the gym, you're God, I feel awesome. Yeah. God, I just nailed it. I just killed today. Great progress. I think when you finally get in shape, you don't need external factors to feel okay anymore. And so you're I don't buy that.
You don't depend on those factors anymore. You're just people just want to stand out. If everybody had a Ferrari, who would want a Ferrari?
I want an Aston Martin, dude. Yeah. I don't see fucking Aston Martins anywhere. I want a fucking Ferrari. Yeah.
I see Ferraris and shit all the time.
They're everywhere,
Yeah. Aston Martin DBX 707 matte black.
Oh, gotta love it. I want mine in that olive green.
We'll match.
That's right. Somewhere along the line, I heard a quote that said he used to be a valet driver for a very high-end place. And he always said, what do you notice, the car or the driver? Always notice the car. The driver buys the car to be noticed. to be looked at. But when he's driving by and turning heads, you think they're looking at the driver? No, they're looking at the car.
Well, I don't know. What did Dwayne Johnson say? It's not the car, it's the size of the arm hanging out the car.
No, but so I was
Come on.
No, but I was going to take that back to those external factors.
Yeah.
I think you can link those very similar with buying things. It's like you need to feel nicer.
Yeah.
Feel like you have everyone's approval. Feel like you're on a different level than everyone else. Because like you said, everyone wants to feel like they're different.
Yeah.
So when you're out there buying those Gucci clothes, when you're out there buying the belts, all this other shit, people notice brands because they're looking at your clothing. They're not looking at you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
So it's like, you're buying all these things to be looked at, and you're like, yeah, everyone's looking at me. Why are they looking at me? They're not looking at you. They're not looking at you.
Yeah.
They're looking at your fucking clothes. And now you're like, I scrub.
Yeah.
I wear Walmart clothing,
Yeah.
And they're still looking at you, but now they're looking at you for you.
Yeah. Like, damn. Like,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that's what I was getting at.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Wrap around.
I
mean, hook you in. I love talking about success. Manifestation. Manifestation is real. I wanted to say something about Alex Hormozi. I'm not even kidding. It was gonna be. He's popping right now too. He really is. No, it was gonna be the shouting affirmations in the mirror one. Because it's such a good quote. You don't gain confidence by shouting affirmations at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
You don't. But then you look at manifestation and you're like, I will do this. I can do this. Manifestation is a true thing.
Dude, I manifest so many things now.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. And that's it. If that's how you think about life, like, oh, no, I mean, that'll happen. Like, and no one can sway you. Yeah, I'll hit that goal. Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, man, that's like massive goal. How are you going to hit that? I don't know. I'll hit it, though. Like, I'll figure it out.
The people that doubt you, though, man, is like the people, like, look at what they do. Like, it's so hard to... Anybody that's, like, super, super successful, they'd be like, oh, yeah, like, you got this. I see that happening. Anybody that's just, like, I'm not going to say, like, where they work. They work a minimum wage job, whatever. It's just... Or whatever. No hate towards it. But it's like, oh, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that. That's too risky. Like, the person working at a minimum wage job is risking it. Because it's like, what happens if, like, your tire goes out? Like, to support yourself, you need, like, 3 jobs. Like, you can't live.
Life is risky.
Yeah, life is risky. Risk
every
it
day.
now, risk it later.
Every day you get in a car and you drive to work.
Yeah.
You're risking your life.
Yeah.
So why would you risk it driving to some fucking dead-end job you hate? Might as well risk it fucking chasing your dreams. Because at the end of it,
God, I love
at least
what I do.
you have some fucking epic stories.
Oh, bro. Like, there's goals I obviously want to chase, but man, like, it's like our Fridays, like, we spend, like, doing content stuff. Like, Fridays are, like, our work day.
Yeah.
We work.
We spend
hard.
12 hours a day filming.
How do you feel, though, afterwards when you're home? You just, like, because even the drive home, you're just like, like, that was dope. I can hang out with you every day.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're cooked.
Yeah,
you're cooked. You're just like, but you have that sense of, like, you fucking did something.
Yeah.
You don't feel worthless.
Yeah.
And one of those things is I struggle with kind of finding happiness and balance in my life because some people can just fuck off and be happy.
That's
fine. If you're happy working,
dude, I'm happy for you, and that's totally fine. Like, I know people personally that, like, they like work to live or live to work kind of thing, and it's just like they hate their job, but they get paid enough to, like, stay home, play video games, enjoy life. Like, dude,
they're
like,
happy.
They're happy. I'm happy.
Go
like,
for it.
Boom.
You do you. Like, if you're totally content and satisfied with your life, just chilling, do it. If
that's what truly makes you happy, like, do it, bro.
But that's not me.
Yeah.
That's not me.
No.
I can't. And so it's always been a struggle figuring that out for myself, especially at a young age. I'm like, what is happiness supposed to be? Because you have so much social media and all this other stuff that's like fast cars, fucking big houses, like boats and all this stuff. And that looks cool. Yeah. I mean, it's fun, but that can't be your everyday life, because if that's your everyday life, that's baseline.
You're talking about fast cars and stuff and social media. And it got me thinking. So I was having a pretty big conversation with Bradley Martin. We're at Chipotle. Deep conversations. And it was just me and him. We're just talking. And he brought up a point, and I kind of stuck with me. And he said, 99% of these influencers are going to go broke in a few years. They're not going to have money. And he was like, do you know why? I'm like, why? He's like, every single one of them showing nice cars, like doing all these things with their money that they shouldn't be doing. Almost every single one of them, like Bradley was saying, has like V10 freaking BMW mode, whatever. Like, you know the cars. I'm not into cars. You know the cars. Like M4s, M3s, and whatever. Like with motors that are like outrageous. So you have these crazy cars. They could be doing something with that money to like grow. Yeah. And like Bradley and I was telling him like our vision.
Yeah.
You know, and like what we're doing. And it's the Discord going off.
Get in the Discord.
Always in there.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more.
We're going to start doing Zoom calls. Like Zoom calls Fridays. We'll go and like we'll do it every day at like 9 a.m.
I like that.
We'll go. If anyone wants to hop on, we have a Zoom call. They could show their face, like face cam. Yeah. They'll have theirs.
Selective talking. You get a specific amount of time talking, asking questions, whatever it is.
Yeah, kind of towards the end of that. I was telling him about PeachFit, and he was like, you are doing everything right. He was like, just stick to the plan. Like, everything's going to work out. Like, you're doing great. Like, you're going to make it. And that made me feel so good, just hearing that from like...
Just getting an affirmation.
Somebody that's like made it in the fitness industry. And I'm like, that's exactly where I'm going towards. Like not spending, like we haven't spent a dime necessarily like on like something super expensive. Like we don't buy nice cars. Like I'm still driving my 2000 Chevy Silverado. Like everything is going straight into like what we want out of our lives. Like nothing to do with money. We just growing a business and being able to help people lose weight and accomplish weight loss. Honestly. Speaking of sponsors, we have Alpha Lion. We have Superhuman Protein. If you're trying to lose weight and gain muscle mass, protein powder is phenomenal. One of the best things to have. I live by it. I still live by it. They have anabolic cereal, chocolate. What's your favorite? Cinnamon swole.
Like cinnamon toast crunch.
Fire.
PB and Gaines. Cocoa Puffs. I mean,
beautiful. We have pre-workout. We have pump formulas. I'm a big pump formula guy. Live by it. Or the burns are really good. Helamix. I was never a big Helamix fan.
I hated them.
It was just like, oh my gosh, like you're shaking a bottle.
Yeah, they're great.
They hit us up and they were like, hey, like give us a try. So I'm like, okay, send us some. And then I was like, sign me up. Like, let's do this.
Fantastic.
So code PEACH, PEACH. For Helamix, code PEACH, same thing for Alpha Lion. They very blessed to be with them. They are an awesome companies. And very, very happy to be with them. Last but not least, PeachFit. We are working extremely hard on what we're gonna do, what we're building. Like we have so many plans. Get in early. We delegate so much time towards PeachFit. And we just care so much for our clients. Yeah. And we want the best. Like seriously, like you send me messages all the time, like on Discord. Like I could be at my other job. Yeah. You send me like, dude, look at this guy's transformation. I do. Like 120 pounds gone.
The progress in the progress chat. I'm like, dude, oh my God, I can't believe like all these people are losing weight and achieving their goals. And it's just something that it brings you internal joy. It really does.
And like not too long ago, I was like, oh, by the way, like before, like I was talking about Zoom calls. Like we're always like, what can we do
to improve?
There's so much things we're doing, and it's just like there's so much. Like we don't want to give up too much information, but like we're doing so much, and we're so excited to like show you more of like what we're doing and how we could improve. And like there's no like being satisfied. No. We are going to take PeachFit to the moon. We are so like this is our baby. We love PeachFit.
Continuous improvement.
Yeah.
Anyone that's interested, want a 10% off, use code FITNESS10. That's all caps, fitness, and then the number 10.
No space.
10. No space, all caps at checkout. Give you 10% off. Go for it.
You're a good guy. Yeah. You're a good guy. That's a plug right there. That's a plug. How long is that going to be out for?
As long as you want it.
Okay.
Forever.
Okay.
Ever and ever and ever.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's for people that watch the videos and stuff. Gotta hook them up, you know? I mean, they're supporting us. We gotta support them. Give them something back. Okay. We appreciate everyone that watches and tunes in. And there was 2 topics I wanted to talk about. Yeah. The first one was talking about everyone buying all those cars. It will be broke.
It will, yeah.
Because they're looking at how much they make a month, and they're saying, how much can I spend a month?
Broke mentality.
Like, if you look at your paycheck every month and you're like,
I could spend.
I could spend this. I have this much to spend. That's the wrong way to live.
How would you tell someone to?
For starters, you need just a basic ass like spreadsheet. Really simple. Just Google up like regular budget sheet. Google Sheets has a great template.
Yeah.
You just plug in all of your expenses, plug in all of your income. And I mean, I'm talking expenses like fixed bills, like you are legally obligated to pay your rent. You are legally obligated to pay power, like all of your bills that you need to live by, and then throw in all your other bills that you have. And then look at your income, and then you can find ways to save. There is ways to save money.
Absolutely.
You can find it. That's the first thing, is you need to know how much you're making, how much you're spending. Right off the top of your head, you need to know how much it costs you to live a month. I mean, it cost me $3,194 a month to pay all of my bills. Off the top of my head, I know that.
You don't know by the cents?
No, I don't
serious?
know.
This guy doesn't know the cents.
It's
crazy.
Round up. Three.
You're good.
$3,200 a month.
You're good.
That it cost me to live and pay for my kid and pay for my wife and support my family. But everything else I make goes into like savings, investing, like all of this stuff. Like, I don't need the newer car right now. I mean, I'll wait a few years to buy, a better car. But then that's the thing, is everyone's looking at what they make currently. And the thing that people don't think about is it could all be done like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say the wrong thing on social media, be canceled, lose all your followers. You could say you just lose popularity over time. Like, you don't think someone else new will come into play in 5 years? I mean, every year someone is deciding to change their life.
Yeah.
Every year someone is deciding to do something with their life.
Yeah.
And there's always people that want better for themselves.
Yeah.
So it's like, you think you're the only one that wants what you want?
Yeah.
No.
That's why I work so hard, though.
Yeah. It's like, what's going to define you versus everyone else that wants the exact same thing that you have, that you want. And that's that. Second thing I wanted to bring up. Damn, I do not remember what it was. But that's okay. That's okay.
Anyways, that was it for the Peachcast.
That's it for the Peachcast.
We appreciate you. Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada boom, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Thanks for tuning in.